Okay, so preparing for your ceremony. So pretty much preparation for ceremony is very similar to what we've talked about in terms of preparation for coming to the retreat. So center. So it's all about particularly this day before, you want to go in as much as possible that day. So really is little contact with people, going off, spending time on your own, meditating, just sitting in the river, whatever it is, but just basically really disconnecting even further from people. I talk about it in a couple of videos down about setting intentions, so it's a good time, I find, that day just to get clarity on my intentions and things. So again, we'll talk about that shortly. So yeah, we want to go as clean as possible into that ceremony. So in a mental way. So hence the reason for disconnecting. In an emotional way, again, the reason for disconnecting, and just letting go. We might not be able to help it, but ideally, going to a ceremony angry can sort of guide where the ceremony goes, and that may be necessary. But if we can clear that ourselves before we go into it, well, then it can be a good thing as well. So whatever happens, happens. So, and obviously, we want to be in a good state spiritually and physically. So a lot of rest, just relax, and got a lot, and get a lot of rest. In terms of what to take and what to wear, so I suggested before about it gets cold in the night time. So if you've got a pair of sort of depending on what the temperature is, but a pair of sort of thin long pants that you can wear, it's always good. You really want to take as little as possible to the ceremony, I feel, and really just practical things. So take some water. Generally depends. In some retreats where they say you can drink as much as you want, and they encourage you to do the ceremony, and in other retreats where they don't allow you to drink at all. So, but you do spend a lot of time generally before the actual proper ceremony starts. So it's always good to take a bit of water, and you can always use it when you're finished. A torch is generally a very useful thing to take if you need to go out to the bathroom and things like that, and just something warm to put on if it gets a bit colder a bit later on, or if you decide you need to go out to the bathroom outside and things like that. Take your intentions with you. Again, we'll talk about that a bit later on, and pretty much that's it. I mean, I've been in ceremonies where people take a lot of stuff. They take a lot of precious stones and different things like this, and instruments and just different things. And I mean, I guess my own sort of feeling on that is it just always felt to me like it was like all these external things, and it felt, and I kind of, I sort of feel again about this really importance about going in, and we need to let go those sort of things perhaps we would rely on to help us. But in saying that, a lot of the shamans are very happy to bring on crystals and things like that to put onto the altar, so charge them up. So, but I'm just sort of really talking about just sort of, I like to just have the bare minimum around me. I've got my low yoga mat or chair wherever I am at, and I've got my drink bottle, my torch, sitting much behind me in the seat, and that's it. My intentions on a piece of paper, generally in my pocket. So and that's basically about it, really. In terms, I think in terms of preparing for the ceremony, but really just the most important thing there is just getting really as clean and as quiet as we can, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, and so we go into the ceremony in a very present way. Okay, all right, thank you.